Hello, good day children, hope you all are fine. Today we will see Unit 2 poem, Confessions of a Born Spectator. What do you mean by confessions? Confession in the sense you confess something, you say something. Spectator, the one who watches live match or sport, whatever it is. It is written by Ogden Nash. Now, what is Ogden Nash saying in this poem? We will say warm up. What do you mean by warm up, children? Warm up in the sense the gist of the poem. Not everybody loves to play and participate in games, sports and other extracurricular activities. Isn't it, children? See, we can't say everyone loves to play games or sports or any extracurricular activities. Some may like, some may not like. It depends up to their interest. Some of us wish to be mere spectators. Mere spectators in the sense, some of us we really like to sit and watch the sports or any game or program, anything else. Rather than taking part into it, we like to sit and watch to it. List out the activities in which you like to be either a performer or a spectator. Share your views with the class. See here, the activities it's given in a box, children. You can list out either you would like to be a performer or you would like to be a player. You can just list out it. Now, say for example, you can list out some of the sports. Cricket already it's given. You can add some more like boxing, chess, skit, tennis, any documentary film, anything. You can keep adding it up, and you can either write. Do you really want to be the other side? You would like to be a spectator or audience. It is up to you. You can mention I would like to be audience or I would like to be a spectator. Whatever it is you could mention. It is up to you, children. You can fill up this column to your views. Now, coming to the poem. First, I will read each and every para, then I will go line wise explanation, children. Okay. One infant grows up and becomes a jockey. Another plays basketball or hockey. This one the prize rings hates to enter. That one becomes a tackle or center. I am just glad as glad can be that I am not them, that they are not me. Now, coming to the explanation part, children, I will go with each and every line here. One infant grows up and becomes a jockey. Infant in the sense a baby grows up and becomes a jockey. Jockey in the sense a horse rider, a grown up man. Any person who is grown up, he would like to become his own thing. Here the poet is talking about a horse rider. Another plays basketball or hockey. One would like to become a horse rider, whereas the other infant, he would like to become a basketball. He would like to play a basketball, or he might wish to play hockey. This one the prize ring hates to enter. Here what do you mean by prize ring? Enclosed area. This one here a boy, he might hate to enter the enclosed area, whereas that one becomes a tackle or center, whereas the other one he becomes a great player. Tackle in the sense playing positions in football. See, one might hate to play, the other one might like to play. The other one he might become a tackle or center. Tackle in the sense playing positions in football. The other one would like to play. I am just glad as glad can be. Here who is saying I am glad as glad can be? The poet says he is glad as happy. Glad in the sense happy. He says he is happy as happy he could be that I am not them, that they are not me. You know why poet is happy over here, children? The poet says I am happy to sit and watch the game. I am happy to be a spectator. I am not like them and they are not like me, in the sense I am just a spectator. I am not a player and they are not a spectator. They are just a player. Okay, coming to second stanza. With all my heart, I do admire athletes who sweat for fun or hire, who takes the field in gaudy pomp and maim each other as they roam. My limp and bashful sprite feeds on other people's heroic deed. With all my heart, I do admire, no? I love watching. The poet says, no, with all my heart, he is very happy being a spectator. Athletes who sweat for fun or hire, athletes, the one who play, the athletes, no, the great player, they sweat for fun or hire. Hire here in the sense, children, to one. Why do athletes sweat, children? Just for namesake they play? No. Where they really want to win, they work hard. That hard work only, here the poet says, sweat. Sweat in the sense, it shows how much they work hard. Who take the field in gaudy pomp. Gaudy pomp in the sense, what, children? Gaudy pomp in the sense, showy dress. See, you might have seen people, no, when they play a match. A group has one different color of uniform, B group has the other uniform, and maim each other as they romp. What do you mean by maim? They injure. As they keep playing, no, they injure themselves. As they romp in the sense, playing in a rough and noisy way. Why do they injure themselves, children? See, any game that you play in a soft way, for sure you will not injure yourself. Now, obviously, indoor games, when you play, you don't injure yourself. But when you go on to outdoor games, for sure you injure. How could you injure yourself? When you play rough and tough games, no, for sure you injure yourself. My limp and bashful sprite feet. What do you mean by limp? Limp in the sense weak, and bashful, shy. My limp and bashful sprite feet. You know, when you get injured in your knees, various parts. Sometimes elbow, hands, you get injured, and sometimes you might feel shy of it. On other people's heroic deeds, some people, know, they might feel shy, but some, they take this deed as a heroic deeds, they take it. Heroic deed in the sense, children, a very great deed. You could have seen in cricket match, no, children, how players, they get injured when they catch the ball, when they run behind the ball. You would have seen. Okay. Now runs 90 yards to score. B knocks the champion to the floor, cracking vertebrae and spines, lashes his steed across the line. You would think my ego it would please to swap position with one of this. Now A runs 90 yards to score. No, here poet is comparing to A group and B group. No, he says when A runs 90 yards to score, at the same time B knocks the champion to the floor. No, the next person, he knocks the champion to the floor so that he might win the game. Cracking vertebrae and the spines. What do you mean by cracking vertebrae, children? Cracking means players injure themselves. Cracking in the sense, not cracking jokes, children, here cracking the bones. You know, when the bones get cracked, your vertebrae and spines, when it get cracks, you know, children, cracking in the sense you get injured. Lashes his steed across the line. What do you mean by lashes? Lashes in the sense beats with a whip. You know, when you beat animal with a whip, that is lashes. His steed in the sense strong horse. Imagine when there is a horse race, what do people do? No, they just lash the animals with the whip. Why do they lash the animal with the whip? Which means they want the animal to run fast. Here poet is talking about various sports, children. He is not talking about one sport or one game. He is talking about various sports. Now he is talking about lashes. The lashes that lash to the animals, asking the animal to run fast. You would think my ego it would please. Why do they lash the animal, children? The ego of the player says, no, I must win, I should not give chance to the opposite team to win. It is my team should win, I must win. That ego-ness. To swap position with one of this, what do you mean by swap? Swap in the sense to exchange positions with one of this. Yeah, any person, no children, when he is showing his toughness in the game, why does he show the toughness in the game, children? Just because to win the game, he shows the toughness. He plays hard to win the game. Well, ego, it might be pleased enough, but jealous athletes play so rough. They do not ever in their dealings consider one another's feelings. I am glad that when my struggle begins, twist prudence and ego prudence wins. Yes. Well, ego, it might be pleased enough. When is that ego pleasing, children? Obviously, all players they do have the egoism in them. You know what sort of egoism they have, children? The egoism of winning the match. The poet he says how the players play enthusiastically to win the game, but jealous athletes play so rough. Some players they play eagerly, that they have that egoism in them that they should win the match, but some players they play very jealously. In the jealous itself they wish to win the match, but see, winning and losing, it's part of a game. For that sake, you should not show your jealousness when you play the game. When you show your jealousness when playing the game, what will happen? Obviously, you play the game in rough and tough manner where you injure yourself and you let others also to injure. That eagerness demonstrate your sense. You should not allow your eagerness to demonstrate your sense. They do not ever in their dealings. Who do not ever in their dealings? Here the players, players they don't follow up to the dealings. Consider one another's feeling. They don't consider. They don't ever think of other person feeling. You can play rough and tough, children, but there is a limit. Beyond the limit where you go, obviously you injure yourself, you hurt others. You must consider others' feeling also. When you play any game, you must consider others' feeling also. I am glad that when my struggle begins. Who is that saying here? I am glad when my struggles feeling. The poet derives satisfaction but does not wish to exchange places. Poet is happy watching the game. Twixt prudence and ego prudence wins. What do you mean by prudence, children? Wisdom. Twist wisdom. See, when you play game, children, you must play with your intelligence. You should, with your smartness and with your wisdom, you must play the game, not with eagerness. Your ego should not spoil the game. Instead of eagerness, you play the game with your intelligence. For sure, you will win the match. That is what poet says. Poet says, when you play any sport, rather than showing your roughness and jealousness, you play with interest. You think of others. You play with intelligence. For sure, you will win the match. Winning and losing, it's part of game, children, but that should be in a right way, not hurting others. Though you win the match, you should not hurt others. Neither you hurt yourself nor you hurt others. Okay. Now coming to the next para. When swollen eye meets gnarled fist, when snaps the knee and cracks the wrist, when officialdom demands, is there a doctor in the stands? My soul is through thanksgiving speaks for this modest of physicus. When swollen eyes meets gnarled fist. What do you mean by gnarled fist? Rough and twist. Swollen eyes, when you play, you get hurt yourself. The players playing the game hurt themselves as they play the game rough, in that noisy way, hurting one another. When snaps the knee and crack the wrist, snaps the knee in the sense, that's what, you get hurt, you knock one other, you get hurt to yourself and the opposite person also gets hurt, you crack the wrist, or otherwise crack the wrist in the sense where the wrist bone is broken or your knee bone is broken. So many things that happen. You might see in various games, no children. See, all games are not similar. It differs to different, each and every game, no, it has its own seriousness. So, knowing the seriousness, you must take part in the game. When officialdom demands, officialdom in the sense, officially, no, while watching the games, the player gets hurt and they demand for doctor to treat injuries. Officialdom demands, is there a doctor in the stands? See, when you get hurt, when player gets hurt, the one who is conducting the game over there, he demands, the officials over there, they demand, is there any doctor over here? Why are they demanding for the doctor, children? So that the player might get in the stands in the sense, they might get cure very faster. They might get first aid at least, or if it is serious, they might get first aid at least, or if it's a mild injury, they might come back to the game. They might get some medicines and then come back to the game. My soul in true thanksgiving speaks for this modest of physicus. Physicus in the sense, body. No, my soul is through thanksgiving. What do you mean by my soul is through thanksgiving? The poet is thankful to his soul for not playing the game. No, poet is happy that he is not taking part in the game. Why is happy? Because he could see the players getting hurt, breaking their wrist and ribs and bones. No, so looking to this scenario, the poet is happy that he is not putting himself in the risk. For this modest physicist, what is that? For this modest physicist in the sense, children, modest physicist in the sense, he would have got hurt. If he would have played over there, if he had taken part in the game, he would have also got hurt. And no, thinking to that, he is very happy that he is safe. No, he says, I am safe by watching the game, not taking part into it, watching the game, I am really safe. Okay. Now coming to the last para, children. Athletes, I'll drink to you or eat with you or anything except compete with you by tickets worth their radium to watch you gamble in the stadium and reassure myself anew that you are not me and I am not you. Okay. Athletes, no, I'll drink to you now. The author says, oh athletes, I'll celebrate success. I'll drink to you now, celebrate success. Along with you, I'll also celebrate success or eat with you. How will you celebrate success? The poet says, after winning the game, as athletes are happy, no, the poet is also happy. He says, as athletes celebrate the game, even he too celebrates the game. How he celebrates now? Eating along with them or drinking along with them, giving company in their eating. That is how he celebrates. Or anything except compete with you. What is that anything except compete in the sense, or apart from that, having any amusement, any jolly time along with this athletes. He says, as athletes are happy, I am also happy. But tickets worth their radium. Tickets worth their radium, the poet, no, he is ready to do anything, but he competes with them. He is ready to buy the tickets to watch the game. As a spectator, no, he is ready to watch the game. Radium in the sense, he is ready to buy the tickets and watch with them. To watch you gamble in the stadium. He is also happy to see the gambling game also. Gamble in the sense, run or jump happily. Along with them, no, as the winners, they run, jump after winning, no. Even poet is also willing to do such thing, which means the poet is happy doing all this, children, rather than taking part in game. He says entirely what he says. No, he is happy watching the game. He doesn't want to be a part of the game over there. He doesn't want to be the player. He just wished to be a spectator. And reassure myself anew that you are not me and I am not you. And the poet, he wished to say that, he concludes by saying that he is happy that he is neither a sportsman nor an athlete. No, he is happy that he is just a spectator, and he wished to be a spectator forever. He doesn't want to take part in any of the athletes or any of the sport. Very cunning poet he is, isn't it? See, don't be like this, children. You must have a habit of playing at least a sport. If you ask my view, that's what I will say, children, not to be like poet like this. Maybe the poem says, but if you are really timid, you don't want to take risk on yourself, no? Never mind, you could at least have any indoor games, children. If you don't want to go on with outdoor games, at least you go with indoor games. Okay, hope you would have understood the poem, children. Now, shall we go with appreciation, children? Poem appreciation, shall we go? Yes, children, now coming to the poetic appreciation. I am looking out for the poetic appreciation here, children. You know, a reference to the contest, all you know. Okay, now first let us go with appreciation. Shall we fill up this? Now read the poem again and complete the summary using the words given in the box. In the poem Confessions of a Born Spectator, Arjun Nash talks about how people choose different sports in their lives or decide to become athletes. While admiring the talents of athletes and sportsmen, the poet confesses. What is the first answer? The poet confesses. Okay. Sports confesses that he is glad nor an he is glad that he is neither a sport nor an athlete. Children have different aims. Second one is aims, and wish to play various games. Each child has in mind something in particular, but the narrator is satisfied. What's the third answer, children? Satisfied. He is not one of the players, though the narrator admires. Fourth answer is admires the talent of all athletes. He derives satisfaction from watching them, but does not wish to exchange. Fifth one is exchange places with them. He also sometimes regrets that jealous. Sixth one answer is jealous. Jealous athletes play rough games without caring for the feelings of their sporting rivals. He feels that good sense and caution win over ego. The narrator wholeheartedly offers, seventh one, what answer? Thanksgiving. Offers thanksgiving. The modest. Eighth one is physiques of athletes. Ultimately, the narrator is glad. Ninth answer is glad that he himself is not an athlete. See, from this box I have given you the answer. Okay, children. Now coming to the appreciation. Okay. Read the given lines and answer the questions that follows in a sentence or two. With all my heart, I do admire athletes who sweat for fun or hire. Yes. Whom does the poet admire? The poet admires the athletes. For what reason do the athletes sweat? The athletes sweat for fun or hire. Well, ego is might. Well, ego, it might be pleased enough, but jealous athletes play so rough. What pleased the ego? What's the answer, children? Caution and good sense. Caution and good sense pleases the ego. Why are athletes often rough during play? Athletes are often rough during play because they are eager to win the game. Yes, they are eager to win the game. That is why they play rough and tough games. Okay. When officialdom demands, is there a doctor in the stand? What are doctors called? Why are doctors called from stands by the sponsors? As the athletes injure themselves while playing rough games, doctors are called from stands by the sponsors. Okay. Why does the poet make such an observation? The poet makes such an observation because he is interested in watching the game. Poet is interested in watching the game, not playing the game. You must know that. That is very important. When snaps the knee and crackles the wrist, identify and explain the use of the literary device in this line, children. What do you mean by snaps and cracks? It is, what is the, identify and explain the use of the literary device in this line. It evokes the sounds of the words snaps and cracks. Okay. And what is the literary device here? The literary device is onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia words. Why onomatopoeia words, children? See, it is snaps the knee and cracks, that sound. Onomatopoeia. Here the literary device is onomatopoeia. Okay. So, hope you have understood the poem, children. Anyways, you read the poem once or twice. Where you read the poem, you will understand better.